What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to some more My Hero Academia Ultra Impact, and today we have a brand new character reveal being Tokoyami, and also he was a closed beta test character, so we do know his full information regarding his kit, what his animations look like, everything, so we're going to go over that here in today's video. But before we go in and get started, make sure you guys go down there, click that red subscribe button to join the Heroes and Villains community here on this channel, as well as turn on all notifications by smacking that bell. That way, miss on any future videos, whether it be guides, gameplay, summons, tutorials, everything like that, going to be your best one-stop shop for My Hero Academia Ultra Impact and other My Hero Academia content as well in the future. But I cannot wait for this game to release, so we're going to be going ham once this game is released as well. But also make sure to go follow me on Twitter and everything like that down in the description down below. I do post updates and all that kind of stuff on Twitter, so if you want to keep up to date with like stuff from me, follow me on Twitter and stuff. Link to that will be down in the description down below as well. But we're going to go over Tokoyami. Let's kind of read what his translation here does say. So it is playable character announced, Tokoyami, individuality or quirk, black shadow, dark shadow. And then it says round dance of black shadows and claws approaching from the abyss assault the opponent. So this right here is a good bit of information because we do know his kit, right? So this was a beta test character. This Tokoyami was in the beta test. He is an SR rarity, so he is a little bit easier to get, especially if you're, free to play and stuff like that. You're going to be a little bit easier to get this unit because he is a lower rarity being SR. And also his typing is purple or destruction type, I guess is a rough translation for that as well. But yeah, he's an SR rarity, purple type, Tokoyami. And this right here, this part right here is also a bad translation. Specifically this part, this round dance of black shadows. Again, thanks to Garesh for helping me translate that specific part earlier. It is actually black shadow dance is a better translation for this specific highlighted part. Round dance of black shadows is just really weird to say, right? So black shadow dance is a better, more accurate way to say this. And then claws approaching from the abyss is also one of the better translations I got anyway. So this is basically accurate to what I got translated, right? But this specific part here is called black shadow dance. That specific part specifically highlighted is his plus ultra attack in it as well. And then this right here, the claws approaching from the abyss, is an action skill. So we got two bits of information from this. This is his plus ultra name, and then this is an action skill name. We got told two different things. Usually they just tell us the plus ultra, but they told us two different names of two different skills that he has. So let's take a look at his art, by the way. His art, this right here is the SR unawakened art. So this art that you'll see when you do get him into summon is what you'll see right here that they do have in the Twitter reveal. And then also this is his awakened art. So when you get the awakened art, as I've mentioned before, you get it by completing page 3 of the ability boost system. And once you complete page 3, which is super easy to do, by the way, once you complete the full page 3, you awaken his art to this right here, which you can kind of see dark shadow looming back there. This is from my footage that I had. This I didn't actually get the chance to awaken him, so that's why he's kind of blacked out. You can't really tell, you can't really see it because I didn't actually get to awaken him during the closed beta test. But this is his awakened art. It does look really cool. I will have updated screenshots on the wiki and stuff like that for Tokoyami once I'm able to actually get the non-blackened version of the awakened art, right? So this is just kind of going to be temporary for now, what you're seeing here. And again, this is his unawakened, his awakened. And also for the wiki, Tokoyami, I didn't actually get him up on the wiki yet at the time I'm recording this video, but once this video goes live, you should see the Tokoyami information on the wiki and stuff like that pop up. And I'll also post it in the pinned comment and also in the description down in the video. That way you can check it out on the wiki. And I am building the wiki for My Hero Academia Ultra Impact so that you guys who are overseas and want to play the game, since it is releasing in Japan first, if you guys want to play the game, building the wiki to help you guys out. That way you can understand the mechanics and what characters do and stuff like that. So that's the main reason I'm building the wiki. But I will post his information on the wiki once I'm done recording this video. So you should see it in a pinned comment or down in the description down below in my video once this video goes live. So yeah. So that's what he does. And let's go back to the Twitter reveal. Basically, and you can also tell that even if this character was not a closed beta test character, you can also tell that he is an SR based on this screenshot, because whenever they post these Twitter reveals with the art and the little screenshot image and stuff, this screenshot image does show, normally kind of gives a hint at what rarity it is. So you can see that he just has a normal model, just kind of chilling, right? Just kind of battle stance. That indicates usually, like, if it's not anything too flashy looking, that is generally going to be an SR or lower rarity character. If this was a UR character, this screenshot would be a screenshot from the plus ultra attack animation. So it'd be a lot more flashy, I guess you could say, for the screenshot little image that they post in here. So this is how you can tell if, even if he wasn't in the closed beta, that's how you could tell. But he was in the closed beta, so we do know basically that he is an SR character. He is an SR rarity. Can't wait to see a UR Tokoyami in the future. That'd be really cool. So let's go ahead and go over what he does. So his plus ultra animation, or his plus ultra attack, like I said, is Black Shadow Dance, and it is 400% damage to a single enemy and reduces speed of a single enemy by 15% for 3 turns. So that's a pretty decent plus ultra attack, especially because it's 400%. Usually you see it around 300, 350, 400 is kind of little middle ground, a little mid-high kind of range for damage percentage, which is really good, especially for an SR. And then you also are coupled with that speed reduction. So if you have an enemy or a fight from a boss that has like insane high speed stat and you're a free-to-play character, Tokoyami probably is going to be a good character to bring just based off this plus ultra animation, because he does reduce speed as well for the enemy when using the plus ultra. So that's going to be very handy in some fights as well. And it reduces by 15% for 3 turns. So that's speed reduction for 3 turns right there, going to be getting you some good results probably as well. And this is what his plus ultra animation does look like in game. Let's go ahead and play it for you guys and just kind of see what it does. Let me, there we go. All right, so that's his plus ultra attack animation. Nothing too flashy. Again, it is just an SR rarity character, right? So his plus ultra is not going to be super like, you know, flashy like a UR character would be. But once we do get a UR Tokoyami, I can imagine that his plus ultra animation is going to look beautiful, by the way. But yeah, you can kind of see it's literally just kind of like a basic Tokoyami Dark Shadow, to where he's not using like Abyssal Black Body or anything like that. It's literally just him and Dark Shadow, and Dark Shadow's just kind of attacking, right? So this is a cool shot of it as well. Looks really cool. I think his plus ultra animation is really good, especially for an SR. I mean, it's nothing too flashy, nothing too insane, but again, it does look really cool in my opinion. So that's his plus ultra attack animation. And so his action skill, which we did get revealed to us in the tweet as well, which is Claws Approaching from the Abyss, is 200% damage to a single enemy, and then a low chance of inflicting bleed to a single enemy, and then cooldown time of 5 turns for that. So 200% damage to a single enemy is pretty good, but that low chance of inflicting bleed, again, it is an SR. Maybe the UR will probably have a medium chance of inflicting bleed if he has that ability, but inflicting bleed definitely is going to be really cool. Because that's like overtime damage, right? So definitely would be interesting to see how often you could get the bleed off, especially of low chance, because I don't know what low chance percentage wise means. Like that could be like 20%, 25%, 30%, something like that, right? So I would think low chance is maybe 20 to 30% roughly in there, right? Is probably what low chance means. Medium chance being 40 or maybe 35 to 45, and then high chance being like 50 to 65%, something like that. That's kind of my rough estimate. I don't know. I'll have to do a little bit of testing to see how often we can get the bleed. So far with bleed, again, that's just like damage over time. That's nothing too crazy unless we get a character that, you know, can do damage based off of the status infliction. Like, let's say we get a character that does more damage if, you know, you have a character that has more status inflictions like bleed, paralyze, stuff like that, right? So that'd be a cool thing to do, especially with working with Tokoyami with a character like that. But as of right now, we have really not a character that kind of does that we know of. Again, we could see that potentially in the future, but inflicting bleed is a cool little effect. It's nothing too like insanely crazy. Again, it is just an SR. And then his second action skill is Rushing Shadow, increases your power by 15%, and then gives state in which you can make 2 normal attacks for 3 turns. And then the cooldown time for that is 6 turns. So it increases your power by 15%. That is going to be super well done if you can couple that with the action skill and then also the plus ultra. So let's say you use the second action skill, Rushing Shadow. It increases your power by 15%. Then you also get this secondary effect, which then you get 2 normal attacks for 3 turns. So whenever you're attacking in game, you do your action skill, and then your characters do normal attacks. So you actually do a multitude of different attacks during your turn. So it does your action skills first, then a normal attack. So instead of doing 1 normal attack, he does 2. So let's say I do the action skill, then he does a normal attack, then he does a second normal attack. Normally you only get 1, but this gives you a second one, which is really cool because being able to do off more damage is really good as well. So not only is he getting a power increase, which also does increase his normal attack, if you get that power increase, and then let's say he does his 2 normal attacks, right? That's 2 attacks right there. Makes up for the fact that, you know, you used a non-attacking action skill, which Rushing Shadow is a non-attacking action skill. So that makes up for the fact that you didn't attack that turn, or, you know, attack twice, right? So you got the action skill attack, and then you got like a normal basic attack. So this way you get 2 normal basic attacks off in that turn. And then also you then follow up with your increased power 15%. You then follow up with that doing your second action skill, Claws Approaching from the Abyss, dealing that 200% damage to an enemy, possibly inflicting the bleed. Then you're also inflicting 2 normal attack at the same time. You're doing a multitude of attacks against an enemy, which definitely can help dwindle down that HP really quickly. Then also you get that power increase. Then you also get the plus ultra damage, that 40%, that 400% plus the extra 15%, reducing the speed for 1 turn. You get that plus ultra attack off. And then also coupled with his auto skill, which is Black Moon Feast, which increases your speed by 10% for 3 turns, and then also increases your critical rate by 10% for 3 turns. So I assume this activates immediately once Tokoyami's in battle. So it only lasts for 3 turns, unfortunately. But again, that's a significant boost for 3 turns. So let's say you get this boost. You have a speed increase, means you're going to be faster. Let's say, obviously, you're not going to be able to get that plus ultra attack off in time unless you have a super, super high plus ultra gauge meter increase, right? But you get that speed increase. Then once the speed increase does go away, you can then knock off that plus ultra attack damage, and then also then reduce your enemy's speed by 15%. So you're kind of flip-flopping your speeds, right? So you're having that increased speed, which could make you faster. Then when that speed increase kind of when that speed increase, you know, ends and falls off, you then can use a plus ultra damage to then knock the enemy's speed down by 15% for 3 turns. So then you're kind of back to where you were. The enemy is no longer faster than you, being that he's having a speed decrease. So you're kind of like flip-flopping positions, right? You were then faster, but then you're slower, but now you're making the opponent slower than you, so then you're faster than them. So kind of is a trade-off in a way. And then also increasing your critical rate. So if you were to increase your critical rate and then also do your second action skill, Rushing Shadow, you have a higher critical rate, which means your normal attacks, those 2 extra normal attack that you're getting, is going to have a higher chance of critting. So you have 2 normal attacks having a chance to crit. Then you can also, hopefully in time, get your second action skill off, Claws Approaching from the Abyss. Then also having that increased critical rate before that critical rate does fall off as well. So that's a pretty decent move set for Tokoyami. It's very interesting how he works. Again, we don't have too many different characters so far. I mean, we're going to get tons more characters revealed before the game does come out. So it is interesting to see what other new characters are going to be. We also have characters that are revealed that are brand new that we have no idea what they do for the most part. So seeing what Tokoyami works with team-wise is going to be really interesting. I'm sure there is a great team that Tokoyami could be on, but him being an SR, again, he's not like super, super fantastic, but this kit for Tokoyami is pretty decent, I would say. I think it's mainly, I would say he is an A tier character. I mean, a lot of these characters are pretty A tier, not going to lie. There are some that aren't, but this Tokoyami here is definitely an A tier SR. Just so far, just kind of got to see how he works on different teams and different situations, and I will be doing showcases on this Tokoyami once he does come out. But this is his moveset and everything like that. If you guys did enjoy the video, let me know your thoughts and opinions on Tokoyami down in the description, in the comments down below. Also, drop a like on the video if you guys did enjoy. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Turn on all notifications by smacking that bell. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a fantastic day.